I've always had a fascination for money, and when I was a little girl, I really felt that money was the way to get our dream life, to live our best life. And it is something that I completely forgot and that I rediscovered recently. And it's when I rediscovered that I made my first 10K month in my business. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I have understood about money, what I had forgotten about money that I knew intuitively, and how actually re-understanding all these things has shifted my energy, shifted my actions, and enabled me to welcome way more wealth than I had ever welcomed. And so the first thing that I actually understood is that money is not a goal. Because, you know, I guess it's the same for you as well, as long as we can remember, the focus has always been on making money. You have your parents going to work so they can make money, so we can do XYZ, so we can be XYZ. And if your parents don't have time to take care of you or to do things with you, it's because they have to work to make the money, etc. So the understanding we get from money is that it is something that is a priority, that is the first thing that should be achieved. In the same way, when we go to school, we are told that we have to work well so we can have a good job, so we can make money and therefore have a happy life. And so this discourse that we hear everywhere and that I think most people believe is actually wrong. If I send you back to your childhood, to when you were a human without all the ego, without all the beliefs, without all the fears, etc., what were you focused on doing or being? You were focused on living life, enjoying life, playing, discovering, learning, laughing, doing all these things that are inherent to actually being human. And that is actually our essence. Our essence as incarnated beings here is not to make money. Money is a human invention to be able to exchange goods or services easily. So it's not something that comes from it's not something higher, it's not something spiritual. Money is just a thing, it's just a tangible thing. So our essence as humans is not to make what other humans have created. It's not to make something, it's not to to make pens, right? I'm going to go back to the pen analogy. Our point, our essence as humans is to be. It's to experience life fully, it's to learn, it's to grow, it's to have pleasure, it's to experience the whole éventail, the whole fan, I don't know if you can say that, scope of what being human is. And that's the first thing that we forget. We get told that our point, that what we should run after is money, making money. Because we have the belief that money is going to bring us happiness, it's going to bring us freedom, it's going to bring us confidence, all these kind of emotions that are actually the point of being. And that's the second thing that I have understood, is that money is not going to make me, to make you anything. And that's a big, big, big problem. And that's why actually, you know, you see a lot of people, they have a lot of money and they are not happy. They are not confident. They are not chill. They don't have a lot of time, because money is not what creates that. What will create the emotions that you think money is going to bring you is you. You have the power at every moment, at every single instant of your life, to control your thoughts. You have the power to shift your focus and to control your thoughts. And you can check out this video. That's where I explain how I got over my depression and my chronic fatigue and how I made these 10K months by changing my thoughts. And so when you change your thoughts, you change your emotions. You know, if you think about something sad, you're going to create the emotion of sadness. If you think about something joyful, you're going to create the emotion of joy. And you can be a bit more subtle than that. So you have the power at every single instant of your life to create emotions. So that means that you don't need money to feel confident, to feel joyful, to feel free, to feel whatever you want to feel because you think that you think money is going to bring you. So that's something that is very important to click, is that you are always in control of your thoughts, and everything that you see around you are neutral circumstances. And these neutral circumstances take importance when you associate thoughts with them. So it's the whole interpretation. You know, we see people, some people they see it all in black, some people they see it all in white. Oh, you're so positive about everything. Oh, you're so negative about everything. It's the same thing. So you always have, and I also talk about it more in this video, you have your reticular activating system, which is filtrating information according to your set of beliefs. So to get back to money, money is a neutral exterior circumstance. Money is like this pen. What changes is the thoughts that you have about money and that you have about this pen. So money is exactly the same thing as this pen. From a tangible, neutral, factual standpoint, money is the same as this pen. But what we have about money are thoughts. We believe that money is going to bring us XYZ. We believe that if we don't have money, then we are a failure. We're going to end up sleeping under a bridge, all these kind of things. And then we have a lot of money. Then we have all these thoughts about being powerful, being validated, da, 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 da. But these things are thoughts that, I told you, you can control. So this pen is just like money. I can do whatever I want with it. I can discard it, I can give it away, I can easily get another one. It's exactly the same thing as money. And you see, like, if you look at this pen, nothing happens emotionally, right? It's just like, well, it's a pen. Well, you can actually feel this way about money. Because it's my thoughts right now, your thoughts, that are creating how you feel about this pen. So you're detached from the pen. But if this pen is a pen that was given by my grandmother, and my grandmother passed away, and we had this beautiful relationship, and it's the only thing actually that I have left of her, then it's still the same pen, right? But my thoughts regarding this pen are so different that my emotions regarding this pen are also going to be different. So when you think about money, realize that money is the exact same thing as this pen. It is just a simple, blah, tangible thing. It is the thoughts that you have about money and the meaning that you give to money with your thoughts that give money the importance it has in your life. And because we give money so much importance, we don't allow ourselves to do things, other things, that don't actually, which don't serve the first purpose of making money. And that is a huge, huge mistake. It's a mistake for your happiness, and it's also a mistake for your bank account. Because what is absolutely amazing about money is that it's part of abundance. You know, abundance of wealth, of time, of love, of pleasure. And as beings of light, not even as incarnated, like our souls, we are intrinsically worthy of abundance. It's just like, it just is. You're just, because you are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of pleasure, of time, of money, etc. And as souls, we all have a sort of tendency, a sort of talent or help that we are so good naturally at providing. I keep on talking about your natural talents. That's where they come into play. And so the funny thing is that actually the talents that you naturally have, so the ones that align with your higher path, are the ones that are going to bring you the most abundance, wealth, money included. And so that's something that I have understood even more. It's that the more I follow my joy, the more I follow what I feel is my true purpose, and you might hear me mention things that are way more, allow myself to be way more spiritual in front of you than I have been so far, because I am understanding that what I am so good at helping people with is this spiritual growth and this using spirituality to grow your business. And as I feel more and more drawn to that, and as I help more and more people, I see that this is actually what I'm so good at, and that is how I naturally actually welcome clients. So the more you allow yourself to step into that powerful version of yourself, be it the pottery maker, the painter, the hypnotherapist, the coach, whatever you feel drawn to doing, this is how you are actually going to impact people way more, the world way more, and that's how you're going to create the wealth. And it's completely counterintuitive, I know, but the universe, which we are part of, works in such a way that it's its logic, basically. So when you are super focused on making the money, stressing on the money, then that's actually when you are making the least money for the amount of effort that you're putting in. Whereas when you allow yourself to follow your joy, follow what animates you, that's when you are so good. That's when you shine. That's when you attract also on an energetical standpoint, the clients, the money, the wealth, etc. So there is nothing today blocking you from welcoming money, from being rich AF, if not your thoughts, if not what you believe you can do, what you believe about money, about your ability to welcome money. And once again, check out this video because it's going to give you an understanding of what your money blueprint is. The only thing that is holding you back from welcoming all this wealth is that you actually allow yourself to push to let go of the objective of making money for the sake of making money and actually stepping into your true self. The thing that the things that you do that turns you on, that you really want to do, that excites you, when you talk about it, you light up, like this thing. And it might be hard to believe because our human brain goes like, yeah, but how am I going to do that? How am I going to make millions being a painter? Well, you can, but do you believe you can? Other people have done it. They didn't wake up one morning thinking, I'm going to make 10 million. I already made 10 million. They had to do this whole work that I'm actually talking to you about. So I'm going to explain more how the law of attraction, which is the thing that is underneath all this, works in another video, because otherwise I know I'm probably going to lose you. But what I really want you to understand from this video is that money is just a thing. It's just a neutral circumstance, just like anything else, just like this pen, just like this bottle. They are the exact same thing as money. And the only difference is the thoughts that we have about them. And so one last thing that I want to explain to you on an energetical standpoint, the consequences of your thoughts on an energetical standpoint, is that you will see that if the feelings that you have about money is that you badly want it, you fear not to have it, it's like, where the fuck is my money? How do I make more money? How do I pay this bill, etc.? You're actually vibrating pretty low. So your state of consciousness is actually contracted. And in these moments, you are not allowing, you're not attracting things to you. So you're not allowing what you desire to come to you. I'll talk more about the law of attraction, but keep this in mind. So when you are focused on something else, when you are detaching, when your focus is not on making money, but on helping others, on doing what sparks joy, where do you vibrate? Bank! I don't know where the image will be on what I'm showing, but you get what I mean. So then you vibrate way higher, and you're in an expanded state of consciousness. And it is in that moment that you are attractive to what you want, that you act as a true magnet. And so it is when you vibrate high that you welcome this abundance, that you welcome the money. So I don't want your conclusion to be that money is not important, because yes, it is important. It's super useful. It's super great. It's super fun. Money is enables you to do so many things. But money is not what is going to make you happy, to make you content. It's not money that is going to bring you confidence. It's not money that is going to bring you love. It's not money that is going to bring you, all these very important things that are part of our being. And that are so central and so fundamental to our happiness, our joy, our contentment. What money does is that it brings us the physical means, the incarnated means, to experience things, to live fully. But it's a tool. So money is really not the goal of anything you're doing. Money is a consequence of you doing what you love, of you being in a state of joy, of you being in a state of detachment, of you not needing money to see where a desire vibrates, to be a certain way. So allow yourself to dream, because as a being, you are entitled to abundance. So as soon as you allow yourself to welcome that abundance, that means like removing all the shit thoughts about money, about your worth, etc., that abundance is going to come regardless of the activity that you do. So that's a very important thing. We think that there are activities that bring more money than others, right? That's why I held back from leaving my job, etc. Maybe if you're considering the same thing, you're holding back as well. But this is a belief that you have. So of course, if you believe that you can't make a dime as a potter, you're not going to make a dime. If you believe that you can be an internationally known potter, that's whom you're going to become. Because if this is the thing that brings you the most joy, that makes you light up, for which you are creative, for which you wake up in the morning and you're exciting and it's tingling in your tummy to do a lot of things, this is what is going to bring you to richness. If you get rid of all the thoughts that are telling you that you can't. You are the creator of your reality at every single moment of your life. So you have the control over what you feel about money, about what you feel about this dream job or dream life that you have. You are the one who decides. The author of the coaching that I took to get over my chronic fatigue said, it's only when we achieve the impossible that we realize we have been misinformed. And it is so true. A year ago, didn't think I would be where I am today. Making 10K months, having the time of my life. Working the least I have ever worked. Having literally this morning we just made crepes and I started shooting at 12. And I just have money coming to my account. Because I'm truly doing what I love. So I really want to encourage you to open your mind to doing the same. Because it is available to literally everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you. If you go to my channel, you will see that I have done a little rebranding. I am allowing myself, as I told you, to be even more spiritual, to be even more me in front of you, because I see that what really impacts my clients and people around me is this way I have of talking about spirituality and of applying it to business. And I will see you next week to talk about the law of attraction. I'm going to explain how it works, because I use the law of attraction so much in my daily life that I have to tell you about it. So have a wonderful week, take care, and see you soon.